Greetings, community.
We are
1, 2,
Comic Talk.
and
We've got books.
we've got books. We've got a lot of books.
I read that. Yeah, we are kind of almost back.
Pointed to this.
Last Ronin. I love that book. This was a great ending to a great story. Highly recommend it. You can find it in trade, or if you can find it in the 5 issues, however you can get it, get it. Fun. Yeah, I was saying that we're kind of back to our old ways, unfortunately. Buying a lot of books. This came in through eBay. 1 in 25s, and you know what we didn't say? There's going to be pucks. So for those of you who've never heard of a puck, that is our pre-order unboxing claim sale. So if there's anything that are multiples and you really want or you haven't received one, hit us up on Instagram and we'll see what we can do by getting you a copy. So first, I also want to say hey to Las Cruces. And second, I want to say hey, Las
But not
Cruces.
for free, though, right?
And they are not for free. Well, depending on who you are and how much you beg. But no, more likely they're not for free. And Las Cruces, happy holiday, man. Hope you're having a great weekend.
Gotta follow me into darkness.
I'm loving that book. This, I want to find a better place for it, is the continuation. So this is the second volume of a book that I really love called You Promised Me Darkness. And it's really wild, really out there. I mean, unless you're into some really outlandish kind of stuff, might not be for you. If you are in storytelling and both in art, this is more than you. This is a great indie. Damien's killing it. These down there so they don't get hurt. What storytelling? I was starting to read that. This is issue which one? 4? 3. Tale 3 or 4.
You were telling me last night you got like 2 pages into.
Yeah, and I love the Jim Henson storyteller books. It's great. You can just jump into any one of these issues. They're standalone stories, and it's a great anthology that could be told for all ages. So yeah, I'm loving it.
Lethal Protector.
For those of you who are Venom and Old fans, this is a great book because it really does pick up with that whole 90s feel of what Venom was, its origin and how, in the sense of the old way the storyline was told. And being that they had an original storyteller, it's on this series. It has that old feel, and I really enjoy it. I'm an old guy.
Robin 13.
There we go. Now, Robin has been fun. I'm ready to jump off, trying to find that jump off point. And every time I think I'm ready to jump off, something happens that kind of keeps me in there. So I've been really enjoying this storyline, and I'm just trying to find a place where I can get out. Like I said, we've been ordering a lot of books. Here's another one. I am so glad the Joker's finishing up. I didn't know it was going to go 16 issues. I thought it was a 12-issue miniseries. I guess that's a mini. And I liked it. There was moments that kind of did this, but overall it's been pretty good. I finally got to read that 3 nights ago. I normally don't read these things until Kai and I do an unboxing. We've been holding off on our unboxing until Kai can finish off on some schoolwork ones. And yeah, this is the one I snuck in. And I enjoyed every single one of these stories. They're really cool, especially the first one. It was really, really, really cool. I was laughing. Been waiting on this. I have read it, but I've been waiting on the standard issue A and B, and I'm going to do A, B, and C all the way through. I do have some of the incentives. It is a very cute story. It does work for all ages, and there was a lot of setup in this, though it was still really enjoyable. Fire Powers, this is a story that continues to deliver. It's already on issue 20, what? No.
30. Wait,
no, that's 30, 20. And I'm behind, so it might be what issue 21 I think comes out next week. It's just so fun. This is a great Kirkham story. Thor, I'm behind, like I say, and issue 24 and 25 are in there. I can't wait to catch up. I know what happens in all these things, but yeah, this was a long time in the waiting for me as far as getting these books. Yep, there's 25. So this is starting off the whole banner thing. I know, and I'm dying to jump into it. Getting all the connecting. So I'm going to do connecting on the Alpha, the 25, the 26, the Hulk stuff. I'm connecting all these covers. Yeah, there's the Banner of War thing. Yeah, I'm so anxious to get. I know you guys have been reading it, those of which that are, and I've been hearing wonderful things about it. So I am looking forward to really just ripping into these stories, and I'm digging the art. So it's been a fun story. It's still, I mean, there's nothing heavy. It's not going to change your life by reading this thing, but it's been fun. And this was actually, I doubled up on the covers on this one, but I love the Stroll one.
There's a best of Rat King?
Yeah, I've been doing all the best of, especially with these TMNT things.
I thought the last one was the last one, which was Shredder.
I thought it was too. Then they did 2 best ofs for the Transformers. Then they popped this puppy out, and yeah, that's where we're at.
Is Rat King a prominent character?
The cool thing about Rat King is this is a setup to what's happening in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Armageddon game that's happening, which I believe is a 6-issue miniseries. He plays as a main character in that. What do we call main characters in? There you go. Thank you for helping me out. My brain went away. All right, so I do have some issues coming out. More than likely, this, being that it's such a clean copy, is going to be for Joey Bags. I have a issue number 2 that I just was starting to read also, and had a little ding in it, so I can't get that one out to Joey. But yeah, when I get all the issues in here, I'm going to send out all 6 issues along with, and this is such a fun Jefferson Airplane style story. That, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that out to him. And Rain, David Boer's adaptation to, I can't never remember his name, Joe Hill, and to this story, and it's been really, really enjoyable. It's been very touching. It's very heart-wrenching at times, and I'm looking forward to getting into this. I think there's only 2 issues left, this one and 6. As far as the spawns are concerned, all the issues I've been picking up, definitely from issue number 1. And then as far as the blank covers are concerned, I've been getting the white and the black ones. I love black. I love these black covers, especially to see what artists can do with them. Every artist can come out a cover. There's that Sakai cover. That's white, but when they're black, it kind of challenges them sometimes. Yo, brother God Tank, how you be? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend.
Thanks for Demon Slayer.
Oh, see, he picked up on that right away. Is that the one you got in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Sin City offers Sin clothing. See if we can get that.
I got 2 Demon Slayer shirts. I got the other one has Zenitsu and Inosuke. It has Zenitsu and Inosuke plus these 2.
Yeah, he was pretty stoked to get some shirts there. Red Room. Now,
this is a really cool cover.
I did get to read this issue, so that does double me up on that one, Kazuni Tight. And
I tipped over the whole chair.
This one I found really interesting because it gave a little bit of background. Yay.
No, I was saying you can watch that back. I literally took the whole chair and dumped and hit my head on the thing.
I will. Right, he went to Kadoink. And I really like this. Kai, now that he finished out schoolwork, he does now have the privilege to go through all the comics,
yes.
And he was the one that brought it to my attention that we didn't have issue number 4 of the first series. So I don't know if he's going to wait out for that. But point being, Red Room is not for everyone. It started out being, I believe, banned in 7 countries. Presently, it is banned in like well over 9, I think 11, maybe 13. It's banned in over 5 comic book shops.
On a lot of the previous covers of the first series, not this one, but at least the first series, I remember had a lot of the like your old, I don't know what it would be called, the like boom text with like the spikes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they had that on the front with it saying every time the number of countries and stuff it was banned in. It was bragging about it essentially.
In some regards, I think it does, and this probably does. I think on every book they do that. This probably does on the back.
Also, God Tang Zenitsu is also one of my favorites as well. Zenitsu and Inosuke.
Yeah, right there. It's now banned in 26 countries and in 7 comic book shops in
26
the US.
countries and 7 comic book stores, yep.
And the point I'm bringing of this is, a brag as much as it is, I guess, a disclaimer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it definitely isn't for everyone. At the same point, that was some of the original, and this is even
Red Room is wild to say the least.
That Ed Piscor pays homage to McFarlane.
Hey Ben.
And hey Ben, how you doing, brother? And by saying that he was a massive influence into Ed's writing and art. If you look at some of the early Spawn stuff, it was extreme. That was being released on the mass level, again, setting records of millions on the sales. So that is something that Ed took off on. That's why I'm getting at is it's definitely not for everyone, but for some. Sumerian. I've been talking about this since the first issue, and I'm going to keep talking about it again and again. I'm buying this for 2 reasons. You get 2 stories. You get the adaptation, which is the graphic version, and then you get the original tale, which is in the back. I love that. It's like a 2 for 1. And being that you're paying $3.99 and you're getting 2 stories, it's like getting either a bonus plan or a half off, however you want to look at it. 7 Secrets has been awesome. And with the reveal of the 7th Secret in the last book that I read, now this is issue 17. Hey. My mind was blown. Not only was it blown, but this is getting heavy. As far as the story that originally started out with a heavy understanding that the world resides around these 7 secrets, where it's getting now, you're kind of holding on to the edge of a cliff going, I just want to pull myself back up.
Godting says, are you digging Alice Ever After?
Loving it. Dan Panosian is doing a great job of telling in my opinion, a very Jefferson Airplane version of the story. So it does somewhat mimic what you would see in the cartoon, but it flips it by saying, well, the reality is this is what's transpiring to make that happen. And it's pretty interesting. And I'm really enjoying it.
It's one of the books I'm actually queuing to read.
Yeah, you'll definitely you got free reign of everything now. Bunny Mask is another one. Bunny Mask is definitely not for everyone. At the same point, the beauty behind this vengeful tale is it's told with a little bit of beauty. Let me just throw it like that. Behind the beast, and the beast is actually trying to remove some of the ugliness behind the world and maintain a beautiful aspect. And the birth of this beauty in this beast form is, in my opinion, a direct reflection of kind of what's happening on the planet and what this individual is trying to remove from it. Sweet Paprika. This is a story that was kind of brought my attention by him. I knew that,
after stalking Mirka's Twitter.
We've always, checked out Mirka's stuff, but then we were exposed to this story that, in my understanding, was supposed to really be an animation. And I think this was a way of generating interest, and I still hope it to be one day a nice cartoon. I'd definitely watch it. Two totally different
Two
books.
different books.
So you can have that one.
Okay. That's a What If, and then that's a Savage Avengers.
Yeah. So that's the what if tale of Miles Morales. I think it does 5 stories. I am definitely liking this. It's been very enjoyable. And as long as you don't take it too serious and you just have fun with the story, this is a fun read. Definitely a fun read. This is an introduction for David Papos to the Marvel Universe on a regular level. This is one of my writers that I've always enjoyed. The last I met him, I told him, everyone has a flavor, and his writing is a flavor of mine. I really enjoy it. It is of my particular taste. And now that he's writing a Marvel story, not only is he head over heels by a lifelong dream coming true, working with a major player in the game, but to play with such a fun storyline and multiple characters. Yeah, I not normally a team person. I don't normally read team books. However, this is an exception. Nocterra has been fun since day one. If you're not reading it, you're missing out. This is a great adventure of a story of basically the world gone dark. And now, because of its prolonged darkness, turns things rather ugly. And it's the afterlife of that ugliness, of this dystopian society built on something that, is, I guess now we're understanding, and we have for a while, but seeing how it's a possibility that could be reversed. So it's getting good. It's getting deep. Now that Bill's joined the gang, it's getting really heavy.
This is actually a cool cover.
Monkey Prince. Speaking of fun, this definitely lightens up some of the DC world, and definitely puts Robin and Batman in a different light. But overall, it is a great story that takes a character and just makes them a little bit over the top. And I'm having a whole lot of fun. I think that's what I've been grabbing to of late.
Isn't he a new character? Or?
He's a new character.
And that's what I was gonna say. For a new character, they really based it well off of the actual mythology that Wukong, which is what he's based off of, actually
Yeah, he's the son of the Monkey King.
Oh, so do they talk about Wukong in the story?
That's the thing, is they do give him credit, and they do the history and everything back there, but they do set him aside as make him his own character. Right. They don't talk too much about that historical background. But again, we're still, this is only issue 4 here, and I know that, I had the ability, I think, to order up to issue 6. So my point being is that's only halfway through the story. I know that they're going to delve into more history and pull more of this stuff out, because even the Monkey Prince at this point is still trying to figure out a lot. He's so clueless and he's very clumsy. So it's a very fun story of him discovering and understanding who he is and how he is. Ben Reilly, this has been a great story. Being that we have that chasm aspect going on a whole different level, I'm really into this Ben story. And I've never been a Ben Reilly guy, in a sense of, I like the Spider stories. I always thought they're starting to get a little watered down with a bunch of characters. I finally understand this character enough to go, okay, I see where it's going, I see how it is, and I give him enough respect to say that it's a good standalone story. And it was my fault. Godzilla Power Rangers, here we go. This is all kinds of me. Unfortunately, I didn't have the ability to get all the covers I wanted on this, so I'm just going to have to go with the cover A's all the way through. That's going to be good enough for me to get these stories through. The fact that you're going to go ahead and have kaijus be the bigger aspect of the storytelling, which I believe is where it's going, yeah, that's definitely why I'm in. Hey, Hellcop was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. It's both funny, entertaining, And now that they're doing all these tabloid style covers, that's all I want to buy is these style covers. It's so cool. And the storyline is funnier in hell. I'm liking how they're taking something with a heavy, I guess, talking about hell and capturing demons could be a rather heavy subject matter and really making it lighthearted. I'm having fun with it. Usagi Yojimbo. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge fan of Usagi.
So they've been Lone Go In kid.
And they've been doing these miniseries, anywhere from 3 to 6 issues, and this is one of which, Lone Goat and the Kid. I think this goes on for 6.
Hold up, my sister's calling me.
All right,
I'm gonna take that just.
Yeah, go do what you gotta do. 6 issues, and at this point, it's been very enjoyable. It's been enlightening to me because I'm getting introduced to certain characters both on Netflix and into a couple of the stories that I've never been introduced in the past. I guess I didn't know this character as well as I guess I thought I did. I haven't read as much as I guess I need to. So what I'm getting at is this Bat character I didn't know anything about until I've been watching the Netflix. So I highly recommend the Usagi Yojimbo series. Doesn't really have Usagi in it. It has a descendant playing a main character. Doesn't make it any less enjoyable. So speaking of which, we continue on to Usagi Yojimbo, the ongoing series, number 28. I've been getting this since it's launched. And I've always been, like I said, a fan of not only the story, but I practice basically a lot of Japanese philosophical teachings. And this has a lot of it intertwined in the storytelling, both as I guess, a message, but it's also ingrained into the original stories of some of the things that I believe Stan Sakai is pulling from. So a lot of these folk tales and stuff that he's pulling from already has these lessons in it, and it's just been enjoyable. So, yeah, there we are. So I want to get this because I put them out of order. Yeah, there we are. Is it silk way down here? Spider. Godzilla. I know I had a. I'm out of order. No, you're out of order. Wow. I thought I had another silk, but I'm just not seeing. Anyways, so silk number 4. This has been a fun read. And being that they offered a particular Stan. Love Usagi cover Stan Sakai rock. Yeah, he does. But I really enjoyed this cover, and I thought this one was not only just like so sick, I had to double up. I mean, damn. So, it is. I swear to God, this is a book that I'm really enjoying reading, and even more than that, some of the covers are just freaking awesome.
I'm back. Sorry.
He's back. Oh, it's all good. What are we getting? Ice cream?
Yeah.
Perfect. Everyone wants ice cream. Berserker. There's 2 covers in there. My mentality.
It's actually reflective.
Yeah. Well, you have the foil cover, cover D, and my buying mentality on the Berserkers. I've been buying 2 covers, an A cover that Kai's holding, and the D cover that I'm holding. So I started that from issue 3 and on. The first 2 issues I was buying stupid amounts because they were just offering so many cool covers. Yeah, Surfer Rebirth. This has been interesting. You know, when Jack Hearts is doing a storyline with She-Hulk, he basically is trying to remember who the hell he is, and he's hanging out on the couch and just rapping and taking naps. When he's with Silver Surfer, he's a badass, man. And I've been loving not only the art but the storytelling, and I mean this is actually one of my favorite covers of the series. We got to hang out with coincidentally Don Ho yesterday, and he signed a bunch of books for us. Not only yesterday, but a week before. So thank you, Don. Carnage #2. This is getting heavier and heavier every time. I am a huge symbiote fan, and Carnage has been my, I guess, villain hero of late. And the reason being is where Venom is no longer a villain in the Marvel universe, and hasn't been for quite some time. Carnage has taken over as that mainstay, as a symbiote.
Just, I feel like he's better suited to just wreak havoc on everything.
I agree. Yeah, look at this. This is a rather sick freaking cover. Step by Bloody Step is a
Purely picture visual
story that is just rips your heart out and is greatly told. For a story with no words, it's hard to find the words to explain how good it is. There we go. I've been waiting on these guys. All right, here's the beach covers. Loving these. And then you're going to have a stupid amount of the Gleason covers. And yeah. I was fortunate enough to get actually one ordered early enough, and that was in really good condition because there was a lot of them damaged. That none of these are. I checked them out. A lot of them damaged in the stores near me. Luckily, I was able to obtain one that was in great condition and have Mr. Zeb Wells sign for us. So thank you, Zeb. Appreciate it. The story is great, and I'm looking forward to issue 2. Yeah, I went heavy.
Taper it off.
So I mean, what was that? That was 10 issues of issue number 1. Yeah, kind of crazy. But you guys did it. You made it with us.
You lived.
We lived. How long was that?
27 minutes.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. So, hey, we enjoy showing you all our books. And we hope that you come back and play with us soon.
Yes.
We will be doing another boxing, I believe, in about, I think it's 3 weeks. I don't know. We'll see. And if not, hopefully we'll see you guys sooner than that. But
catch you guys later. Thanks
from us at
1-2
Comic Talk.